Hey everyone, I'm so excited right now. So let's see. Before we get started, I'm going to figure out how to share my screen. Welcome. Today is a very special day I have for you all. This is a free masterclass from Ideas to Income, and we are going to be getting started shortly. So give me about 5 minutes. If you're watching the replay, I am going to be sharing some slides. That way you guys can follow along. So let me see. All right. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to go live on my phone so I can see it. Hi, Jessica. It's so great to see you, dear. How are you? Jessica, you can tell me in the chat, do you like the slides like this or should I expand it in a larger view? All right, let me put my phone over here. It's perfect? Okay. All right, that works then. I was going to do it in present view. Let me show you. The only thing, if I do it this way, I might not be able to, let me see how it looks on my, that's a little bit better. I'm going to do it this way. That way you guys have the full screen. So we're going to get started in about 4 minutes. Let me tell you a little bit about what I am hosting today. Today's webinar is called From Ideas to Income. I'm really here to help you learn how to turn your knowledge into your first or next digital product. So today is our official launch of our course, KTP, Knowledge to Products. So not only am I giving away this free masterclass, but I'm also going to be sharing with you some details about KTP during this webinar. So go ahead and take out a notepad and pen if you are joining us, whether it's live or watching a replay. Definitely would love for you to jot down some notes as I will be dropping some gems. So if you are a digital product creator or someone who's really aspiring to get into the digital marketing space, this is definitely a webinar and masterclass that you want to be on, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to give it about 3 more minutes, and then we're going to begin. Jessica, since you're here in the chat, have you ever thought about creating a digital product? Have you ever created a digital product? And if so, go ahead and let me know in the chat. And I'm so happy to hear that you're well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump into it only because I feel like when people are watching the replay, I don't like a lot of time passing. That way you guys can just watch it all the way through without having to really fast forward. So welcome to From Ideas to Income. I am so excited to be here. Like I mentioned a little bit ago, this is my first YouTube live in probably over a year. So I'm just so excited to be here in front of all of you guys because I know a lot of people end up watching replays. And today is our launch event. So it's a very special day today, Wednesday, August 20th. So today's masterclass is From Ideas to Income. I'm going to show you how you can turn your knowledge into a profitable digital product. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Oops. There we go. So here's what you're going to learn today. So in today's class, you're going to learn these things. So number one, I'm going to be sharing with you the three biggest mistakes people make when starting digital products. All right. So definitely that's something to listen into. I'm also going to share with you a powerful framework to launch your first product. So this is the framework that I have come up with that's helped me launch curriculums for school districts and government agencies, as well as digital products for hundreds of entrepreneurs looking to receive coaching and consulting from me. So this is a framework that I've had over the last few years that I've now packaged it into this course. I'm also going to be sharing with you some product ideas. So if you've been kind of on the fence, wondering how you can create your first or next digital product, I'll be sharing with you some easy product ideas that you probably already have lying around that you can quickly package together and begin selling right away. And then also, I'm going to be sharing with you a sneak peek inside KTP, which is my signature course called Knowledge to Products. And at the end, I'm going to have a live Q&A. So I want you to really think about this like a live coaching call, okay? I'm here to help you. I'm here to serve, and definitely write down your questions. That way, when we get to the Q&A, you can jump in and ask right away. So you've got the knowledge. I know this because we were all born with our God given gifts and talents. So I know you have the skills. I know you have the experience. But sometimes we have no clue how to validate that idea and how to package it in something that people can buy. Go ahead and put me in the chat if this has been you. Put me in the chat if this has been you, because I know I've been here. Hey, Noelle, it's so good to see you. Good afternoon. So you're probably here on this webinar right now today because you are done with the nonstop grind of pitching, posting content on social media, and praying for clients. And you're ready for a smarter way to make consistent income. Go ahead and put a one in the chat if you're looking to make consistent income, maybe passive income, or maybe adding an additional stream of income to what you're already making. Put a one in the chat if that is you. Also, you may be here if you know digital products are a way to go, but you feel uneasy with the tech and the strategy and the systems. They feel overwhelming for you. Well, I'm going to help you solve that today. Also, you might be watching if you're tired of watching other people launch and you're wondering, well, when is it going to be my turn? Because I know I have these ideas. I know God has called me to do X, Y, and Z, but I've been sitting on these ideas and now I'm finally waiting for the right time to get going. Okay. So let's go ahead and begin. So if you guys are new to my live, my name is Aleru. I am an entrepreneur. I'm the founder of Davi Creative, which is a consulting and content creation agency. So we help service-based entrepreneurs build their online presence on social media through content creation. And then we also help them package their knowledge into profitable digital products as well. And I've been where you are right now. Some of you guys may have already created some digital products, but maybe they didn't get the results that you have hoped for. And maybe others have been sitting on ideas for years and just waiting for the opportunity to package what they know and sell it on repeat online. I know because I've been there. And so I've been able to, over the past decade, I've been able to package my knowledge and turn them into digital products that not only sell, but serve. And I've done this in multiple capacities. We're talking school districts who have purchased my curriculums, and I've helped hundreds of students graduate or use goal setting in order to graduate to out of high school. I've also worked with government agencies, the City of Long Beach Health Department. So I've created cooking, I would say, workshops, right, for single mothers, showing them healthy ways in order to cook at home. And I've also published 6 books, along with hundreds of digital products. So I know firsthand what it feels like to have an idea and how to try to figure out how to package that. And what I'm here to do today is really give you that framework. I really want to share my framework with you and show you how you can stop skipping all the, running and spinning your wheels and overthinking, and really get rid of the trial and error because I already have the blueprint for you, and really jump into it full-fledged with the confidence to create something that you know your audience needs and would buy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going. So here are 3 mistakes new creators make. So the first mistake is a very simple mistake because I've been there too. This is one of the mistakes that I have made where you create your digital product before you validate it. So what do I mean by validate? I mean that you are building something and then no one buys it because you didn't first check if there was a market for it. And so, one of the mistakes that I know a lot of content creators make is they create a course, they create an ebook, they create a guide, they create something that they would want, but they didn't validate it to be sure that it's something that their audience needs. And so, this is one of the mistakes that many creators make. I've made this mistake myself. My very first launch into this space 10 months ago, I created a bundle. And the bundle was nice. It was full of Notion templates. It was something that I thought entrepreneurs needed to streamline their workflow. And though I made some sales, I realized that it wasn't hitting the main pain point of my audience. So I had to go back to the drawing board and I had to do it the right way and validate. Okay. The second mistake that some creators make is they skip systems. So they start to sell without having any systems built on the back end. So what this will look like is chaos later and you burn out sooner. So some of you may be asking yourself, well, Dupay, what type of systems are you talking about? Client management systems, tracking your client's onboarding process and graduation, tracking payments, tracking sales, follow through. Okay. You're tracking everything in your business, even nurture sequence. When someone purchases a product or service from you, what is getting sent to them right away? We call this a confirmation email. Are you having some sort of nurture sequence that is dripped out within 5 days, a few days apart after they purchase, leading them to something else? So a lot of these systems are usually left later on. And what happens is you leave a lot of money on the table and you leave a lot of opportunity to truly connect with your community. So we're going to skip all that and we're going to start thinking about how we can build those systems early on. So the third mistake new creators make is they think that they need a big audience. Now, you don't. And I'm proof that you don't. So I have over 430,000 followers across social media. However, I've pivoted over the last 10 months to really showcase my skills and my talents online. When I first got on social media full time in 2020, as a motivational speaker, I thought it was easy just to get online and motivate people. That's what comes most natural to me, speaking. I got the gift of gab. But then I realized early on that it's very hard to convert motivation. Okay. You can build a following, but other than booking speaking engagement, it was very hard to convert. And behind the scenes, I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always had 2 businesses. And so 10 months ago, God called me to really pivot my business and include faith as one of my content pillars, but really focus on helping entrepreneurs build their business, not only on the back end, but the front end through digital products. And so I'm saying this to say that when I pivoted, that 400,000 audience in my mind was gone. Why? Because it was a new niche. And I would never expect an old audience who wanted faith inspiration to be interested in this new venture, which is digital marketing and passive income and really about financial wealth building. Okay. So I'm saying that to say that you don't need a big audience. What's important is that you need a niche audience. You need to find your tribe who want to learn from you. And it's very easy to do that if you're posting valuable content online. All right. So let's go ahead and check out the next few slides as I break things down for you. Now, if you have your phone out or if you're on your desktop, go ahead and screenshot this because whether you join KTP or not, I want you to walk away with this framework. And I'm going to break it down because by the end of this webinar, you should be able to be on your way to create your first or next digital product. So the first thing is first. C stands for clarify your product idea. So this is my create framework. Create framework is going to help you create your digital product from ideation all the way to launch. And so this is what it looks like. C stands for clarify your product idea. This is the brainstorming process. This is where you're sitting down and you're actually brainstorming and you're asking yourself these questions. Okay, well, what am I good at? What do I enjoy doing? What am I passionate about? What are some of the skills that I have that other people would want to have? What are some things that people always tell me that I'm good at? Have you ever sat there and thought about people? Because I know I've had a lot of people tell me, like, oh my gosh, Deepay, like if you did this, or giving me ideas like you should totally start a podcast, or you should do this, you should do that. Sometimes you need to listen. And I can count on my hand multiple times in my career other people telling me the gift that they see in me listening, flipping it, and it blossoming into something big. One of them is my curriculum skill high program. That was an idea from a former intern. Another idea was my very first company, a tutoring company. I had it for 9 years, contracted with school districts all across Southern California, because that idea came from a parent when I was a classroom teacher. And so sometimes you have to listen. And brainstorming in this phase is, I want you to start thinking about, has anyone told me I should do X, Y, and Z? Because a lot of times people see our gift before we do. And I'm saying this from experience. Sometimes we want to do what we want to do, but our true gift, other people can see it a lot clearer. And so start to brainstorm and think about some of those gifts and skills that other people say, man, if you did this, I would totally pay you for that. Or do you offer this services and you never thought about doing it? So that's brainstorming. And you're going to find that in module 2. I also want you to start setting goals for yourself as well. Like if you created this product, what would be the benefit for your community? Why would you want to create it? And understand the reason behind that. Because if you can understand, if you have a big enough why behind it, you're always going to be successful. All right. Which leads me to the R. You're going to research and validate demand. Now, this is the step that I once skipped, and I've created hundreds of digital products. But sometimes when you're in a rush to get things out and launch, it's very easy to skip this step. And let me tell you why it's important not to. You want to confirm that there's real demand for your products and choose the best format. That way you can attract leads quickly. Okay. I'm going to share with you, obviously there's full out in the course, step-by-step how to do this, but I just want to share some things with you. That way you can take it and run with it right away. An easy way to validate your demand for your product is to search online in YouTube, TikTok, Etsy. Use these search tools. And here's why. They're already going to populate the keywords for you. So if you have an idea to build a healthy meal tracker for stay-at-home moms, all you need to do is go on Etsy and put meal tracker, stay at home, and you'll notice that the first keywords will always be bold, right? And then there's other keywords that are not bold. That's telling you other alternatives to the digital product that you want. And sometimes when you're paying attention to that, you can create exactly what the market is demanding. And so you can go on YouTube and do that. You can go in TikTok search and do that. You can go on Etsy. You can go inside Notion and go into their free library of products where you can get products for free and search there. Just doing that minimal search is going to save you a lot of time and energy. Another way that you can validate is you can just ask your audience flat out. Post a poll on Instagram stories, post a poll on LinkedIn, post a poll on your Facebook group, send out a poll in your email and ask your audience directly and they will tell you. And I've done this multiple times. So once you understand, okay, I'm great at this skill. I know I have an idea for this product. I validated it. I know it's a big enough need for my audience. This is their pain point. The next phase is really understanding the format, because it's very easy to have an idea, but what's important is being able to teach that idea within the medium that's going to be best for your audience. Not best for you, but best for your audience. And so is it going to be a video course? Are you going to do it as an audio type of podcast style? So if you're working with stay-at-home moms, they can be working out and listening. Are you going to create an ebook? Are you going to put together a toolkit? Is it going to be a template or a tracker? So you really want to start now thinking, okay, what kind of format am I going to package that idea to? Moving on to the next letter of our framework, E. Now, this is where you establish your structure. Again, this is a phase that people skip a lot. So here's what I see when clients work with me. They start from C, they clarify their product, and they jump all the way to A. Put a 1 in the chat if you've done that before. I have. Like, let's be honest. And I've created hundreds of products. You have an idea and you go straight to building. How many of you guys have done that? You skip the validation and you skip the outline and structure. If you have done that before, that may be one of the reasons why your digital product hasn't sold or reached the audience that you had anticipated. Let me tell you a quick story. When I got into my first digital product, which was building that curriculum for Long Beach Unified School District, I actually went knocking on the door of high schools. So I owned a brick and mortar tutoring company and I was looking to partner with some of the local schools. I actually went to the wrong school, to be honest. But that principal was like, well, come and share your idea with me, even though it was the wrong school. And I ended up asking them, I would like to have a mentorship style program here on campus for your students where my team comes in, side classrooms, and mentor. He said, great. He said, but it's up to the teachers. I said, okay. He said, all right, we'll come to next week's teacher meeting and pitch it to the teachers. And if the teachers like it, then fine, we'll bring it on board. He also told me we have absolutely no funding. So this is going to be a free program. I said, great. I was just looking for a partnership. I was very new. My tutoring company was very new. So all I wanted was that partnership. So I went to the meeting and he said, you have 7 minutes to pitch. So I asked the teachers straight up, if I created a curriculum for your school, what would you like it to be on? They said goal setting. I said, great. If I created a goal setting program, what would be the key topics that you would want me to hit inside the goal setting program? Mock interview. They just started listing them all. Guess what those became? My modules. I walked away from that meeting that day with my entire structure and outline for my 90-page curriculum. They didn't know that, but I did, because I went and asked the source directly. I ended up building that 90-day curriculum or that 90-page curriculum in 3 weeks. I went back to the principal after I printed it out and I showed him. He was blown away. He couldn't believe it. He was like, wow, you actually built this thing full out with lesson plans and worksheets and everything. He literally looked at me. He said, I have to find funding for this. That's how good he thought it was. And that was the first time that I ended up getting contracted with the school districts. The same school district that laid me off as a teacher due to budget cuts, I was now a partner with. You see how amazing that is? And so it's very important that you understand the structure and the outline, because that allows you to create your digital product very quickly. So the next letter is in our framework is A. You have the clarity of your product. You validated it. You understand the outline and structure. Now it's time to put it all together. The first thing that you want to think about is you want to understand the right tools. Are you going to create a course that's going to be printed? Like my curriculums that I have in school districts, they were actually first printed at like a local FedEx, but they became so good that I ended up publishing them on Amazon because other people wanted them. So are you going to have a printed curriculum? Are you going to have it downloadable? Is your product going to be a downloadable PDF? Is it going to be a video course? I want you to really think about what is it going to be and then the tools that go with it. So if it's a video course, maybe you're going to use School. If it's going to be a written curriculum, then you're going to write your manuscript in Google Drive. And so in my course, KTP in Module 7, I teach you how to do every single one of these things. Whether you want to build a PDF, I show you a tutorial in Canva, and I show you exactly how to build PDFs and ebooks out. If you want to create a course, I do a tutorial in Notion. I show you how to create a course in Notion, and I show you how to create a course in Google Docs. I also show you an example of a client that I recently worked with who created a course for his athletic coaches. He's a coach. So he created a program for all athletic coaches. And I walk through and show you how we laid his out. And he ended up publishing it and publishing 8 ebooks that went with it and a ton of other stuff. All right. Also, if you want to create templates, I'm a template person. So I show you how to use Google Sheets and how to create templates in not only Google Sheets, but also Notion databases. So no matter what kind of product you want to create, it's going to be there for you. The next letter is T. You are going to tag your price. Now, I want you to listen carefully because I've made this mistake many, many times when I've created my digital products. I look at what the other person is doing and I say, okay, well, they priced theirs at 27. Let me go ahead and price mine at 24. No, we're not guessing. We're not undervaluing our value. We are not leaving money on the table, and we're also not overpricing our value. We need to price confidently and you need to package it for profit. And the way to do that is there is a formula for that. And inside KTP, I share with you that formula. And even if you don't join, I need you to understand that you need to do more research before you price your product. Understand the market price. Yes, see what your competitors are charging. See the low end and the high end price, and see what benefits and features are in both. And then see where you can go fill in the gap when you create your products. That's very important. And then understand how long it took you to create it. And if you were going to pay yourself, what would that hourly rate be? And then what would the value be from rating it from 1 to 5? These are all things you need to think about when it goes to pricing. I never knew this before. I would just pick a price. Okay. And then finally, letter E. You want to execute your storefront and automation. So this is the fun part. Building out your storefront. This is when you're very close to launching. You're about to launch your product and you are putting it up on the storefront, whether it's a course or just a downloadable template. And then you're also setting up your automation systems. So I really hope that you guys are able to screenshot this or write these notes down as I'm explaining this, because this is the framework that's going to help you successfully go from ideation to launch when it comes to launching your digital products. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some examples. As a former educator, I'm all about examples and really checking for understanding. So I promised you that I'm going to share with you 3 digital products that work. And I'm going to show you how I've done this in the past. So the first digital product is if you are some form of teacher, whether you're a fitness trainer, a coach, a consultant, an educator, you name it. If you teach in some capacity, you can create a toolkit. So what is a toolkit? A toolkit is a lot of resources. So I want you to think of checklists, guides, and downloadable products that you can put together for your community. Let me show you how that looks like. I'm trying to make sure I look at the chat to make sure that I'm sharing the right screen. Let's see if it shares. Okay, perfect. So this is a toolkit. This is something that I created for my Christian Creators Academy. So I used to do high ticket coaching. So hey, good afternoon, John. I was teaching Christian entrepreneurs in a group setting in 2023 through 2024. And that's what really burned me out. But here's an example of a toolkit. I call this my vault of resources. So this program particularly was high ticket, meaning my clients paid anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 to be in this program. But here was the biggest perk for them. They got a vault of resources, over 50 resources that they can use directly inside their business. And here's what it looked like. I categorized it with audience building. I had resources to teach them how to build their audience on social media. I gave them business systems. I gave them collaboration trackers. So if they wanted brand partnerships, I gave them information where they can just copy and paste the copy to reach out to brands and really track their speaking engagement and collaborations. I included content calendars, you name it. There's a lot of stuff in here. And I included all of this inside a vault. So that is one way that you can package everything for your audience. Okay. Now let's look at the next thing. Coaching. Okay. So if you are doing any type of coaching and consulting, you then want to create some type of template. So let's say that you are a one-on-one coach. Chances are you already have frameworks and worksheets or scripts already ready to go. So just like I showed you inside that vault, What I did with my team is I just spent time grabbing everything that I've ever used in my business. And I know you all have something that you've used in your business that you can then package it and resell for your audience. So, what I did was I spent time grabbing all of that and making certain templates. So, it may look something like this. Let me show you a quick template. This is an older one, so this is something that I don't use anymore, but this is like a template that I have inside Canva. I'm waiting for the screen to switch over. But here's something that is there it is. This is an email template for coaches. So what this is, it helps coaches send out email sequences. So I used to use this all the time for when a client would sign up. Now everything's automated in my business. But before I was into automation, I literally have these templates where I would just copy and paste the registration the moment a client will sign up, and I'll send them this first email. And then after that, I will send them this second email. And I put here at the top, use this template 1 hour after your client has signed up. And then the next template I would use. So something like this, I can give to my clients that they can then just drag and drop and apply it. So that is the second product idea that works. So again, I am covering product ideas that you can literally implement right away into your business, and you probably already have them. So packaging a lot of checklists and resources into a toolkit, going from coaching to template, like what are some of the systems that you do as a coach, and making templates on it and then giving them to your clients. You have a great idea for a t-shirt line? I would love to hear that. Let me finish, and we're going to open it up for Q&A. I would love to hear that. I've helped multiple clients build out their apparel lines. So then the final one is client work to course. So this is something like a done for you type of service that you then turn into a step-by-step process, which they do on their own. And this leads me to my course, Knowledge to Products. So this is something that I will go over. Actually, you know what? I'll probably go over in a little bit, but I'm going to just like show you right now. There's a little bit delay with the screen sharing, you guys, but this is something that you will be able to see. So it's right here on the screen. So what I did was I was like, wait a minute. I know there's a lot of service-based entrepreneurs who want to stop trading their time for money, doing a lot of one-on-one calls, and package what they know, and they can create a product and then sell it repeatedly over and over and over again. So what I did was I took my system, I packaged it, I refined it. I spent the last 10 months building it out, and now it's here. I'm showing you all about it. So these are the 3 ways that you can turn your product idea into something that works for you immediately. All right, let's go ahead and go over what you know. So far in this webinar, I've shared with you the 3 biggest mistakes people make. So you remember that 3 biggest mistakes people make when they're starting out. I also walked you through the roadmap of how you map out your product without overwhelm using my framework, the Create framework. And finally, I showed you 3 product ideas that work right away and why the best time to start is now. So you can literally take what you already have and bundle it together and begin selling it to your audience. So what if you had the full roadmap though? Because I shared just a couple ideas with you. What if you had the full roadmap to do this from start to finish? Well, I got something for you. So who is KTP for? Well, KTP is for anybody who has something to teach, which I believe is everybody. We all have knowledge and skills, but not all of us know how to package that knowledge and skills in order to serve our community. And so KTP is also if you want to build once and sell often. So if you're looking for a system to help you build out a product that you can literally make passive income, make money while you sleep, this is for you. And if you're just done guessing, to be honest, if you're done second guessing and you've built out products before and they flopped and you're like, man, I just need a system that works, then you are in the right place. So here are KTP features. So these are just the features, but these are not the benefits, okay? But these are some of the cool features that KTP comes with. So KTP comes with 50 plus video lessons. So everything is face to face. And one of the things that I love to do is I love to screen share. As a former teacher, I know how important it is. I'm a visual learner, and I know some people visually want to see. There's a lot of courses out there that kind of just talk, but I'm actually walking you through every step. I'm literally building it out with you. Okay. So we have 50 video lessons. There's 12 modules, and within those 12 modules are 22 lessons. And one of the best things is there's 11 printable PDF worksheets that look like this. Okay. Every single module has a worksheet. So you're never second guessing. You're never in a place of overwhelm because I'm walking you through every step to show you, okay, write out your idea like this, write out this like this. That way you understand exactly what you're doing as you're doing it. Okay. I'm constantly checking for understanding. You also receive 6 PDF resources. So there's PDF resources that I share. How much is this? I'm getting there in just a second. Give me 1 second. I share 6 PDF resources. I also share 5 Notion databases. So if you love Notion like I do, I have Notion databases for you to track not just your revenue, but I have a 30-day challenge. So some of you are like me, where you're like, I need things step by step. You will create your product in 30 days. Each day from day 1 to 30, I tell you a new thing that you need to do in order to create your product. And you just follow the guide and you follow the modules, and you'll be done in 30 days. You also get immersed inside my KTP community, where you get access to me and everyone else who's creating products. So the best thing about joining my community is you get bi-weekly Q&A calls. So I'm not one of those course creators that create a course and I'm like, here, take it and leave, because I don't believe in that. I believe in mentorship. So you get to hop on a call every other week if you have questions, and I'm here to support you and guide you as you produce your products. And one of the biggest perks of KTP is once you purchase it, you now become an affiliate. So you now have a product already built for you that you can sell. So not only am I teaching you how to build your own product, but now you have leverage to sell my product and make 85% commission as an affiliate. It's a win-win, y'all. It's a win-win. Okay. So everyone who's joining the call today, I'm going to give you this for free. You're going to get my Notion daily planner. The link is in the description. So if you go there, you can download my daily Notion planner for free. Now, the first 10 signups today for KTP is also going to receive a 30-minute product planning session. So if you are asking, do you have master resale right? So this is affiliate. So it's more of an affiliate. The product is as is, so you can't really change much. Master resale rights, you will have the opportunity to change things about the product. But with an affiliate is as is, but you can go and just sell it. So once you purchase it, you get an affiliate link. And when you share that affiliate link and someone uses it to purchase, you then make 85%. That's a great question. Okay. It's good to see you too, CJ. So the first 10 signups receive a free 30-minute strategy call with me. All right, so here are the benefits. So as we are winding down, I'm going to open it up to Q&A, so be sure you stay on. I have a few more goodies to give out, so do not leave. But I want to share with you this, okay? KTP is going to help you turn your ideas into income. The most important thing about this program is it's going to save you months of trial and error. Months of trial and error. It took me 10 months of trial and error to build this thing out. And I know I'm a perfectionist, but it still took me 10 months to build this thing out. I'm giving you the blueprint pretty much for free. Okay. It's also going to help you build a professional online storefront. So I walk you through how to build that storefront. I give you sales copy script. You don't have to create. This is the thing, y'all. I don't think you understand. You don't have to create anything. I'm literally handing every single template, every single copy, everything for you. And you are applying it to your business. So there's no more second guessing. There's no more purchasing a course and you're still left on your own to figure it out. There's none of that. Okay. I'm also giving you templates to automate your sales. So you're going to have sales systems to track all of your sales. And you're also going to eliminate guesswork with the pricing, because I'm going to give you the formula and the Google Sheet template where you're going to input your numbers and it's going to spit out the number the amount of what your product should be. Also, I explained this already in module 7. It's so in depth. Like, you don't know until you get in there. I really put my all into module 7 to really show you how to package your knowledge in multiple different formats, whether it's PDF, whether it's a video course, whether it's a written course, whether it's a tracker or a Notion database, Google Sheets tracker or Notion database. I show you how to create all forms of products. So you can choose which product you want to create, but you always have access, lifetime access to KTP to go back and create different formats if you choose. Okay. I also give you trackers to help you stay organized, and you're never going to feel alone. Sorry for the noise, you guys. There's construction downstairs. You're never going to feel alone in your journey because you're going to have access to a community. All right. And you're going to have access to me. I also give you a pre-launch, launch, and post-launch plan. So you don't have to sit there and guess, okay, now I'm trying to launch. What do I say to my community online? I give you all of that information. And then you get to earn while you learn. When I purchased my first MRR product, when I got into this space, it's called UBC. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it. And I literally wasn't even finished with the course yet. I turned around and I sold it to 2 of my friends because I knew they needed it right away. So being a part of a course in a community like this, where you can also sell it and earn, is a win-win because you're learning how to create your own and you're earning as you go. All right, John. So now I'm going to, or is it CJ? Now I'm going to answer your question. So limited time early bird offer ends soon. So the total value of everything that I went over, you guys, is $777. But we're going on market at regular price for $497. But that's not what you're going to pay today if you make the decision to join, to step in faith, and to start packaging your knowledge for income. So here's what I'm doing. And I already had a masterclass this morning. I'm going to offer you guys the same offer. If you pay in full today at our early bird price, you save $200, you pay $297. I'm going to include a free 45-day mentoring with me. So this is not the KTP experience of the biweekly calls. This is, you get added to Davi Creative's community and you are in a private chat and you get office hours. What is office hours? You get to ask me any questions Monday through Thursday between 9 to 5, and I coach you through this chat to help you as you're building along. And that is priced at $197, and you get that for free if you pay in full today before midnight Eastern Standard Time. Now, I hear a lot of times people are like, well, I just don't have this right now. You guys, I'm making it very easy. I never do a cut offer and then a payment plan on that cut offer. I've never done this before ever. But I really want, if someone is really interested in getting started in this digital marketing space, I wanted to eliminate any second guessing. So I'm offering a payment plan where you can get started today and you pay $99 a month for the next 3 months. Okay. Now, this payment plan, it's a drip schedule. What that means is you get modules 1 through 7. So module 7 is like the main, is the meat. It teaches you how to build everything out. You get everything to build everything out. And then after 30 days, another 2 or 3 modules drip out where you get the pricing and you get some of the other modules, which are kind of extra, to be honest. Okay. But it's dripped out in 3 months. Now, if you come to me and you say, hey, do you pay? I'm actually able to pay it all off right now after you start with the 99. Then I'll go ahead and put you in the program where it's not dripped. So it's a win-win for you. You can start off now with 99, and then you can upgrade to getting it all at once. Okay. But you only get the free 45-day mentoring if you pay in full today before midnight. All right. So you have about, well, early this morning, you had 12 hours. You have a little bit less than that, I think. It expires at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The first 10 signups only get that free 30-minute product planning session with me. And then anyone who pays in full before 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard, you also get the 45-day mentoring. You guys, this is gold. That is key right there. 45 days of mentoring. That's huge. That is huge. That means that you are already winning. There's no way you can fail if you have me 24/7 as access. There's no way. You will not find a client that's ever worked with me who has not been successful after creating their programs or their products. So you have that opportunity to guarantee that you get your product created and launched. Okay. So now we're going to open it up for Q&A. Who has questions? Let me look at the chats. And if anyone's watching a replay, I'm looking at the chat on YouTube. So is Country still in here? Let me know your idea for a t-shirt design. And John, I hope I answered your question. Is $297. Original price is $497. So that $297 price will go away at midnight tonight. So, and it's never going to be discounted again. So if you are very, very interested, you want to get in at least at the payment plan. John, what kind of products do you have? Because you said you have multiple products. I'm going to wait a couple more minutes for Q&A. And I already put in the description for you guys. So if you want to go ahead and grab KTP, you are going, actually, I can put it here in the chat. You can jump in the description or I can grab it real quick. So let me grab the links for you guys. And then I'm also going to also make sure that you also grab the free planner. So that first link that you see, that is the paid in full link. Let me grab the payment plan link and then I'll grab the free planner for you guys. I am in it. What other areas are the other ones active in? Explain that to me, CJ. Oh, you are in IT. I thought you said you were in it. You're in IT. What other areas are that? Okay, so sorry, you guys, the noise. So I've coached everyone in every single market. The places that I've coached, all obviously, coaching and consulting. I've done IT. So I have done IT. I've done real estate agents. I've helped athletic coaches. I've helped educators, fitness coaches, people who are in health and wellness. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on. I've helped motivational speakers. I've helped a lot of people in different niches create programs. So it doesn't matter your niche. This is a all niche type of blueprint. It doesn't matter your niche. We're going to figure out how to package what you know into a digital product. Yeah. The person that I helped in IT was cool. Like his name was Jonathan. And he was pretty big. He already had like a 7-figure company and wanted to understand how to package everything. Courses, also, I am Royal Academy Business. I've created ebooks on multiple things. I love that, John. Are your ebooks published on Amazon? All right, let me give you guys the free, let me grab the free planner for you guys so I don't forget. All right, so those are all the links, you guys. First link there. Let me see if I can pin this. That is going to be the $297. The pinned comment is the $297. Get in there, get 45 days of mentoring with me, and let's start building. I've never heard of Royal Academy. What is that? And are your ebooks published on Amazon? Because that's another thing I help clients do is publish their books on Amazon. I've published 6 books on Amazon so far using KTP. I mean, KDP. Oh, I love Beacon. Also, that's another thing, John, that you reminded me. So you do not have to use StanStore because I understand that there's Beacon, there's systems.io, there's Gumroad. So there's different link in bio options. But yeah, hey, Ruben, it's good to see you. Yes, Ruben, please watch the replay before midnight tonight, your time. Because I got some special offers. Go ahead and grab the free gift, you guys. Make sure you guys download that. It's the third link. Oh, from Holland, California, United States. Honestly, when I was starting out in the digital marketing space, I was looking at Beacons and Gumroad. Oh, I love school. I actually just enrolled for school Tuesday. So I'm actually going to be moving KTP into the school platform in the next couple months. I love school. I have UBC in school and I have a couple other programs that I'm taking in school as well. So that's a really good platform. Okay, I am going to end the Q&A soon because I don't want a lot of this noise inside the live. It is currently 12:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here. So what time is it? I'm at 10 o'clock at night. So are you Eastern Standard Time? So right now is 12:45 p.m. This offer expires at 9 p.m. my time, 12 p.m. Eastern. Stan Store, if you guys if you go to my Stan Store, let me put my Stan Store in here. If you go to my Stan Store, you can use my link and you can get a 14-day free trial. After that 14-day free trial, you do have to purchase it, but it's only $29 a month. Here's the thing though, let me explain this because I know what you're saying, John. There are platforms, I don't remember if it's Beacon or Gumroad, where you don't pay any monthly fee, but they take 10% of your profit. That is bigger for me who have high ticket services on my platform. So if you're selling like $20 products or $50 products, 10% is really not a lot. But if you have $5,000 offers, 10% is a big chunk. Do you get what I'm saying? So everyone has to do what's best for their business and their business model. If you're only selling low ticket, then going with a platform where you have no monthly fee and they're taking out 10% will work. But if you are going to start selling products that are above $1,000, then a platform like Stan Store makes more sense to pay that $29 a month because I can sit here and sell multiple $5,000 packages in a month and only pay $29 compared to them taking 10% off of each of those packages. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to look at it. Yeah. It only works for certain people. Then that's why I didn't go with Gumroad or Beacons, whichever one, because I do sell high ticket too. All right. These are good questions. Thanks, John, and CJ and everyone asking. You guys are awesome. I've been in this digital marketing space for 10 years. I've been creating digital products for 15. So I've been creating digital products for a long time, but I've been contracted with government agencies and school districts, and I've been helping entrepreneurs create them through my coaching and consulting. Now my agency does it full time. So I flipped it. I was doing coaching and consulting full time and just digital products kind of on the side. Now I'm doing digital products full time and coaching and consulting more part time because I burnt out with coaching and consulting. And that's the whole point of me creating KTP was service these entrepreneurs. If you're tired of hopping on calls all day and you're tired of the one-on-ones and the group coaching, how can you just package what you know and create it one time and sell it over and over and over again? You're a newbie? Well, welcome. It's a fun space. I love it. Oh, nice. Congratulations. That's awesome. It's really fun, John. I think the key when you join this space is to be immersed in a community that really helps you. So make sure that you have a mentor who's really able to guide you step by step, but also you have a community of people who can support you. You can share your wins, you can support them. It's community is really important in this space. All right, you guys, if there's no more questions, I will be ending the live. That way the replay viewers don't have to. Let me stop sharing and just go to video. I was going to do a walkthrough. Would you guys want me to do a walkthrough of KTP real quick or no? It's nice to see you too, CJ. Absolutely, my friend. Thank you so much. Would you guys like a quick walkthrough of KTP or you guys are good? Bye, CJ. Let me see if I can preview some of the course. All right, I'm going to share. Ooh, I like the live better when it's like full screen and not looking on my phone. Let's see. Let me just share my window. Oh, what is it called? Okay. All right, I'm going to just show you guys real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up. Let me just close all these because I don't want. I want to give you guys a sneak peek, but not the entire peek. So. Oh, why did it go black? Let's see. I wonder why it went. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It kind of blacked out for a second. Okay. Real quickly. So here's knowledge to products. So I want to kind of show you. Each module has video lessons. So when you click inside, you have access to video lessons. And there might be a slight delay, but you're going to see this. And for instance, when it comes to like module 2, you'll see here the video lesson, but then you'll also see the downloadable worksheets. And so each module has a worksheet, and you see how I just downloaded it? And if I open it and share this tab, you'll be able to see the worksheets. All right. So you get all these worksheets to help you step by step as you're going through the course. All right. And so that's really how each module looks like. And module 7, as you can see here, it has 21 lessons. All right. So module 1 through 6, there's one lesson each because they're very specific. And then as you go on through module 7 and so on, there are more lessons inside each module. It's very in-depth. And one of my favorite parts is all the resources you guys get. Because I know a lot of courses do not give you resources. They don't give you templates and slide decks and all that cool stuff. So you get all of that stuff. All right, y'all. This was fun. Did you guys have fun? Thank you so much for joining me. Let me see this. Pushed it back a little bit. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you, John, and everyone who's watching the replay. That is a wrap. And I'm just happy. Today is our launch day. So I'm just celebrating this amazing day, and being able to spend this time with all of you has been just a dream. So thank you so much for all of your support and being here and just celebrating with me. I hope that you guys got some value. Go ahead and continue to comment as you are watching this replay. Leave me your ideas, like share with the community what you're thinking about as far as a digital product. That way we can support each other. Just like John, I love how John came in here and he was just sharing. Like, this is what I love. This is how we build community. We help each other out. Awesome. I'm so glad you learned something, John. Thank you all so much again. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, but by all means, go ahead and watch the replay. Click the links, get your free resources, and remember, KTP expires at the early bird price tonight at midnight. Mwah. Love y'all. Bye.